Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I'm just up late at night and getting ready to do a TBM hop over to St. Bart's, and figured I would just take you guys along with me. Hope you guys enjoy. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. All right, my friends. So as I said, we're over here at Grand Case in the Caribbean, and we are, looking for our door latch. There we go. Couldn't get the door latch. And we are going to head on over to St. Bart's, do a quick little flight. Just not quite ready to sleep yet, so I figured, you know what the heck? I would do a little flight. Come on, Crash Bar, knock it off. Then I thought, you know what? Maybe you guys like to see that. The TBM is always a fun one to fly. We're not going to be flying very high. No IFR today. We're just going to go and enjoy a little cruise here. So let's see here. Ignition should be set to off. Auxiliary boost pumps are off. Fuel selection set to manual. Oxygen's off. Autopilot and trim systems are off. Emergency locator transmitter is armed. All lights are off, although we can turn the nav lights on now. And let's see here. Let's step back downstairs. Check our pre-flight here. Landing gear handle is down, 3 green indicating do a quick lights test and do a gear check. 3 flashing green indicate the gear is truly down and locked. Avionics can come on. Oxygen. Air conditioning set to the off position for engine start. All anti-ice, pitot heats, and inertial separators are turned off. Parking brake is set. Hot airflow should be at the floorboard for engine start. Bleed and pressurization set to off. Manual override disabled. Throttle is in the cutoff position. Flaps are retracted. Fullest tank is selected. Alternate static air source is pushed in and closed, and all circuit breakers are set. Oh my gosh, I do not have my G3000 installed. When did I do that? Oh, that's a new one. Well, we'll fix that. We don't need it for today's flight, so it's not a big deal, but we are using the TBM improvement mod, as you saw when the doors were open. Set our barometric pressure. Let's see here. I want to set our transponder. Gosh, guys, I don't even remember the last time that I used the default radio. There we go. Transponder is in standby. 7000 is going to be correct as we're doing VFR today. All right, so no major concerns there. Let's go ahead and get some MEDAR information here. No MEDAR available. That's right. It happens. All right, do we have a windsock? We do have a windsock. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll be taking off from 2-1 out over here. All right, other than that, I think we're good to go for engine start. Like I said, real simple, relaxed flight today. Nothing too crazy at all. Just going to have some fun. All righty, so coming back up top, ignition should go to on. Auxiliary boost pumps go to on. Get that starter, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Let it come back down. Then we're going to step down to the correct menu here. Oh, see, this is what happens when things get messed up. All right, looking for 13% on the NG. Left click and push forward. Go to low idle. Looking for 53% now on the NG. It's so weird seeing the default G3000. All right, 53%, moving up over the gate into high idle. Let it go into high idle for a minute. Let the engine continue its auto start. While it's completing there, we can go ignition to auto, auxiliary boost pumps to auto, fuel selection to auto, autopilot and trim systems can get turned on. And yes, at engine start in the TBM-930, oxygen gets turned on as well, according to the Real World Operational Handbook. Okay, and then moving back downstairs, air conditioning can be set as desired. Inertial separator, we're going to go ahead and turn it on now as we're going to get ready to taxi. Pressurization, we want max diff or auto. We're going to set that to auto as it will pressurize the aircraft the most comfortably. And other than that, easy peasy, guys. Easy peasy. She's such an easy aircraft to manage. Left click, then tap a right click, and we'll come over the gate into flight idle now. The engine is stable. Stall heater and pitot heaters turned on. All right, beautiful. And I think that is all she wrote, guys. That's just the costume for the inertial separator being turned on because you lose RPMs when it is on. So you have to make sure that you are compensating for that with throttle. And let's see here, let's get that taxi light turned on. All doors are secure, cargo secure. Let's release our parking brake and get out of here. As I said, just sort of wanted to mess around a little bit tonight, and in one of those days, the family's asleep. I can't quite sleep yet. It's sort of where your brain doesn't turn off. And so I decided I'd go for a flight. There's nothing more enjoyable for me than that flight into St. Bart's, guys. It's too much fun. All right, so as we approach the runway, let's go ahead and hit the brakes here once again. Little short taxi, right? Landing lights go to on. Pulse light on, strobe light on. Let's add some power in. I don't know what's going on with my engine sound. I'm monitoring my torque. My torque isn't changing, but yet I keep hearing the engine spool up. The engine, I keep saying it plural as if there's more than one. All right, a little bit of a back taxi. We're not going to set the flaps until we turn around. The flaps in the TBM-930 sit so low to the ground that you really want to turn them on right before takeoff is when you set them. Why do I keep saying turn them on? You guys can tell I'm tired, huh? And that's the thing, like I'm tired, but like I'm not sleepy. See, there the engines go again. You hear it? Oh, you know what? I think I know what's happening. Okay, so in SPAD.next, I have the curvature set in a way where at a certain point it engages the reverse thrust. That's what I'm hearing. I think now it shouldn't be happening until I come up over the gate on my virpil throttle. But I think it might be just close enough where I don't have to quite go into the detent to trigger the reverse. All right, let's turn it around. That's what I'm hearing. Every time I pull the throttles back to idle, that's what it's doing. All right, set that. All right, and based on our weight today, we should be looking at rotation right about 75, 76 knots. So, all right, let's go ahead and set takeoff power. And we are on our way, guys. Did I get the strobe light? Yes, I did. Okay. Airspeed alive. There's 60 knots. There's 70 knots rotating. Look at that. She picked right up. A little bit of crosswind gear coming up. Let's pull some engine torque back. Don't want to be running max torque the whole time. And let's look for a climb out of about 124 knots. So we're just going to adjust our climb angle. We're going to be flying manually for the most part through the whole flight. It should be out where we're going, right out there to the south there. If not, we'll do some island hopping. Look at that. How beautiful is that? We got Princess Juliana right over there. Just on the other side of the island there. climb a little tighter here. This is my favorite aircraft to fly still. It's just so chill. There's just something so cool about it. I love when I take my TBM flights. Passing through 3,000 now. Probably go to 4 or 5. We don't need to go very high today. We're clear to navigate at this point here. Let's turn the inertial separator off. We only need the inertial separator if we're concerned about any kind of debris, ice, things like that. Flying through any kind of cloud layer, typically want to have it on. Taxi, takeoff, landings. Turn the inertial separator back on. All right, there's 4,000. Let's go ahead and level her out. I'm going to set the altitude hold for just a minute. And the heading hold. To autopilot, to the heading. We're just going to let her settle down for just a minute. I just want to confirm where the heck we are here. We are descending. So much for holding our altitude, huh? Oh boy, I wish I had that G3000 installed. Yeah, the default version is just garbage, isn't it? So let's go to the VFR map for a second. It really is quite the challenge to use it. There we go. It's off to our left. All right. See, that's what I needed to know. That should be it right over here. All right, let's pull some power back. We're turning and burning. And let's get my autopilot back. Or my plane back, I should say. I want to fly her today. Probably clear that. It's the only thing I hate about simulation is the need to hit the mouse, and then it just messes everything else up unless you use the darn autopilot. And we lost a lot of altitude there, so we're going to climb again. That was quite frustrating. Let's put some power back in for the climb. Yeah, isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. I'm going to double check one more time here. Oh, no, that is it right there off my left. I thought it was that one over there. All right, let's start turning. We'll level it out. You tell I'm not used to flying to TFFJ. St. Bart's, I always start there, do takeoff, then just fly the pattern. Today I decided to mix it up a little bit. All of these areas are so beautiful to fly in. They really are. Damn it, I thought I turned that off. Stop it. Oh, I know why. Because I am not in the MFD. Oh, that's what I need to do. Okay. Man, I need to get that working title version back in. I really do. All right. What are the winds looking like here? It doesn't look like we're going to be doing the infamous approach. Looks like we'll be coming in on 2-1 again. I think it's 2-1. Is it 2-1 or 2-0? We'll be coming in from the lakeside. We're not going to be doing the approach everybody looks at on TV. Today we'll be flying in from the other direction here. It's kind of a fun one though too. So somebody had asked, they said in the latest update that, let's pull some power off. Latest update that the cruise ship was missing. They were wondering why I had it. I think it's because I use there's a mod, a scenery modification on FlightSim.2. If you just search TFFJ, let me back my camera up. I'm too close. Gosh darn it. There is a mod on FlightSim.2. Just search St. Barth's or TFFJ, and it's the tree mod. Okay, it'll say it removes the trees from the runway 10 approach. Use that, and then let's reset our barometric pressure. And I imagine that the cruise ship is a part of that because I know, like many others, we all use it as a visual reference now. Oh, getting a little bouncy now. All right, we're below 173 knots. Let's go back to flaps 1. And so what we're going to do is we're going to try the visual approach in the TBM. And that is quite the fight, trust me. It's kind of fun. See if I remember all of it. Got to circle around the island here. We're going to get down to about 1,500 feet. That's so gorgeous, man. Whoa, a little bumpy. Such a pain in the butt to do. There we go. That's a little better. All right, let's get coming down. Had to scratch my back. We'll come down to about 1,000 feet here as we round the corner. Hey, turn that yaw damper off before we make our approach. All right, so let's see if I remember how to do this. Let's keep coming down. We're going to follow that road up to the White House on the top of the hill. You guys will see it here in just a second here. Continuing descent the whole way. I'm going to go to Yep, let's get the gear down. I like to configure really early when I try this particular approach. Till you get good at it, and it's been a minute since I've done it. So you see where it follows that road there, right off the nose, up to the White House, the top of the hill. Almost aiming at the White House. Okay, we're a little off course. I waited a little long to turn. That's all right. So there's the White House, almost right at the center beam there, or at the windshield center. As we pass over the White House, we should be parallel with the greenhouse here, which is going to be right. Oh man, we are bumpy. Or there's the gray house, sorry, right there. There's the gray house on the edge of the hill. Then we're going to descend down to 500 feet. And then as we come around here, it's going to be a very tight turn to the left. Continuing to descend. Looking for a greenhouse. There's our greenhouse right there, right at the windowsill. Keep turning around, keep turning, keep turning, keep turning, descending. Reducing power. As we're perpendicular with that hotel there, we make the final call because this is our last chance to abort. We would turn right if we wanted to abort here. Oof, I came a little bit off. I probably should have aborted. Oh, yeah, I should have aborted. Reverse prop. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. All right, if it wasn't for that reverse prop, we would have been in a lot of trouble there. So, all fairness, I absolutely should have aborted that. I wasn't managing my speed. I was too busy talking about everything. Oh, wrong ones. Strobe lights. Taxi light. There we go. Thank gosh for that reverse prop in the TBM, man. Flaps up. All right, and let's go ahead and park it. Anyway, still a really fun approach. And again, it's one of those ones that, like as you saw, it's real easy to get too steep in that dive or in that descent and gain a lot of speed. And I got to chat and wasn't paying attention. And it bit me. And I forgot to turn the inertial separator on. Oh, why are we doing this again? There we go. Cool. Anyways, as always, guys, I truly hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, just a fun little flight. I was awake, figured it'd be kind of fun to fly with you guys for a minute. But as always, guys, I hope you guys all stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you guys absolutely in the next one. Have a good day, folks.